So I'm off on a pretty spontaneous mission. Last night I booked a ticket. This morning I said goodbye to Marie and Eli, jumped on my motorbike and drove down here where I am now at Bali Airport, off to Australia. Only going for 2 days, so it won't be long, I'll be back. But yeah, pretty mad mission, very last minute, but bring you guys along. I'm going to look at a boat. Right, after proper, I guess Americans call it a red eye. So I sailed. I flew all night, left at 10 o'clock in Bali, arrived at 6 o'clock in the morning with time zones and things like that in Melbourne. Had 4 hours there, and now I'm in Newcastle, and it's lunchtime, 12 o'clock. So yeah, I think I slept 4 hours on the plane, but all good, feeling alright. Got a coffee, nice flat white in Australia, paid about $17,000 for it, but it tastes good. And now I'm waiting for a guy called Blake to pick me up. He's the owner of the boat I'm going to look at. Here he is now, I think. This guy.
Mate, hey, jump on in.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, Vernon.
I thought it was summertime in Australia. I didn't come prepared. I've only got no clothes, well, nothing warm, no shoes. Can't even go out to a pub for a meal probably without any shoes. I don't know. Didn't bring a hoodie, didn't bring nothing, just this tiny little vest, which is nothing, it's just like glad wrap. I'm in a place called, well, I would say Wangi, but apparently it's called Wangi, or Wangi, something like that. This would be a really stunning place if the weather was good. I'm not really getting the best view of it, but man, it does look beautiful. All these houses around here sort of on this green bank, and boats moored everywhere, and yeah, it looks pretty stunning. It's like a real nice part of the world, but middle of summer and it's freezing. Yeah, stiff nipples, that's for sure. Anyway, can see the boat from here. She's floating, I guess that's the main thing. This is a huge project boat. You guys wouldn't believe. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what you say in the comments, because this is so not what we've ever done before. But hey, learning by doing. Here comes my ride now. How's it going?
Wet.
Wet.
We made it.
Summertime in New South Wales. Oh, first of all. Alright, off we go. Alright guys, this is the boat. Ah, not that one. That one. Yeah, that one. She's big. Aluminium, 54 foot. That's about all I know. But it's got a lot of birds living on it right now. This boat's called Ivanhoe. It was designed and built in Perth in the mid-80s, a race boat. It did a couple of Sydney Hobarts and a couple of Melbourne Osakas and a few other bits and pieces. Got quite a good history, won a few races here and there. It was absolutely flat top race boat, and then there was a guy called Mark who built the doghouse and built all the stuff on the top of it and started changing it into a cruising boat. He did all the outside basically, like took the mast off, refurbished it all, took the boom off, new rigging, new standing rigging, new running rigging, new sails, new furlers, new Selden gear all through, Traveller, all that sort of stuff. Made this Targa and all the solar on the top, like the outside's looking good. But man, the inside, not good. Come and check it out. See what I mean? That is a project. Wow. Is it too much for me? It's a beautiful big boat. I mean, look at this view. Got a big electric winch on here. Another winch, not turning. These are Hutton winches. Big boys. There's obviously something missing there. Something missing there. Big one here. Pissing with rain, but we'll have a look up here. So that's all new. This is all new. This mast track for this stuff is all new. Wind slice gear all the way. It's all, the mast has all been taken back and painted. All new halyard exits, new spreaders. The boom's all been done. This has all been done. New windlass, new windlass motor. Massive furler on here, brand new. Huge furler on here. But the sails, well, the sails have been out in the sun. Look at them. I mean, that's a sacrificial strip, so the sail, who knows. Same with this one, the big jib. Just been sitting out in the sun. I don't know why the forestay is so loose. I guess the rig would need tuning. Probably look better if it was sunny. So this has all obviously been new, put on. There's heaps of solar. This old doghouse here, it's all been added. It was just flat. Back to the cockpit. Big barbecue here. Helm area, pod. It's all brand new Raymarine stuff that's, you know, more than 10 years old now, but it's never been used. Nice big davits on the back. Alright, so that's outside is all quite, yeah, it's all okay. It's pretty rough. Obviously once you've cleaned everything up it looks much better, but it's sort of simple how I like a boat to be outside. Very, very simple. I mean, after 10 minutes I can see how it all works and figure that out. But the inside, well, that's where this challenge lies on this boat. Let's go and have a look at that. So I got 3 little steps down into what would be the, I guess you would call it, pilot house. The thing is, the guy's done, I don't know, seems to have done everything ass about face. Like brand new rigging, sails, mast, everything refurbed up there. But he's put the sails on and left them on, and they're all buggered now because 10 years later he's still trying to finish the inside. So, you know, you got 40 grand's worth of sails that are just absolutely worthless now. Put all the new Raymarine gear in the navigation stuff up there, and it's 3 generations old now, and it's all junk. You can chuck it all away. Like, why bother with all that when you haven't, you know, the boat's not usable? That sort of continues in a few other areas through the boat. So this whole area here is huge. It's big, and this is all put on. The race boat version was flat decked, so that was, you know, this was very low here, and it got bigger down there. But this is all new, and it's all sort of lined like pretty badly. It's insulated underneath, all very strongly built out of aluminium. Structurally it's well done, but the finishing is just horrendous. It would all have to be ripped out. And the layout, the basic layout, I mean, you have to ignore all the junk here because this is just full of junk. This boat's on a mooring, and I guess the guy was trying to finish it on the mooring, so you just probably constantly moving junk from one spot to another to try and fix that zone. And I can look past all that, but the general layout, okay, so that is, in my view, pretty bad. There's only one sleeping area, the V-berth, on a 54-foot boat. You've only got, you know, two beds, or a double bed, which is, you know, rubbish. You can't have anyone to stay. They're going to be sleeping on the floor. And yeah, these sort of quarter berths back here, well, they're just way too small. There's no way you could put a person in here, so they're no good for bedrooms. Well, I'll show you around first, and then I'll show you what I sort of come up with in terms of layout. Right, so you got the main 3 steps down, then you've got this quite big area here, then you step down another step. There's old batteries in here, and I don't know what not, some other sort of junk. Then you step down another step, and this is the sort of settee table area, books. I don't know, that's another thing. He brought his whole library on board. I don't know why. Boat's not livable. Kitchen area. So this is sort of brand new stove, brand new fridge, sort of as well. Been here 10 years, probably half rusty already. Yeah, kitchen all sort of half finished, maybe, I don't know, just not usable, not good. Here's the mast, comes down. You've got a toilet cubicle. It's all aluminium, quite well made. This is probably the best section on the boat, to be honest. Little hatch up there, shower, toilet, black water tank's been built in. And then over this side you sort of got something similar. So this is basically the same as the other side shower. Here you can see the chain plates, or like the big, that's very, very strongly built. You can see very thick aluminium in there. That's 1 inch aluminium. So very strongly built. The boat is really well made. These will be the furling lines go through there. But yeah, this is where all the rigging hooks onto here, and then just behind the mast as well. And then yeah, the V-berth, and this is obviously all just full of just absolute junk, but quite a big V-berth, nice big hatch. Yeah, I risk my life here with tetanus and try and climb over this and go and look up the front. Bear with me. Okay, so in here we've sort of got a I don't know what you call it, a storeroom, because it's not accessible from the deck. There's no hatches in the deck here, but yeah, it's a big, I mean, it would be a great sail locker if you could get there from the top, but you can't, so it's sort of a bit of a wasted space. Guess they were probably going to make it a watertight hatch there, I guess, like a crash box, I guess. And then up front here you've got chain locker. So nice big winch, and then chain. It's all getting rusty down in there. And then yeah, there'd be a screw-on hatch there for that. That's a watertight bulkhead right up the front there. But yeah, all nicely made. Good aluminium. Yep. All right, I'm heading back. All right. Well, I'm sitting in amongst this junk, and I'm going to have some lunch. I've got some potato stuff, and I got some coleslaw, and I got some bread, and I got some water. And I mean, look, over here, well, that's rotten books. Over here, well, it's just rotten other stuff. Yeah, so absolute junk show. You'd want to bring a skip alongside and just empty all this crap out, and then you could start somewhere. But wow, what a project, wow. I mean, what do you guys think? Give me some comments below, I guess. But I guess you all think I would be mad to consider this. But big aluminium boat, structurally well built, good lines. It was raced, it's been offshore a lot. The doghouse I've built on there seems to be good quality. Real shame about the fact that all the sails are sort of buggered. That brought me down a bit, because that was sort of a big value of the boat. You know, the whole top sides, I thought, before I came down here to Australia, I thought all the top sides were basically good, and I didn't have to worry about that, and all the money had been spent, and it was just, you know, clean it up and, you know, clean the sails, probably a bit of mildew, but like pretty much done. But seeing the state of the sails, that sort of, well, yeah, it's a lot of extra money to go and do that again. The rigging and mast and everything's all good still, but bit of a shame the sails were just put up. They should have been put in a garage somewhere. Anyway, so the inside. Right, so this is what I would do if I was to take this on. I would need more bedrooms. I need to take more people with me. I need to be able to do an expedition. I need to have more crew, all that sort of thing. And we've only got the 1 bedroom. So what I would do, I would rip all this out. I would rip all this out. I would put a wall up here. I'd put a wall up here, make this a companionway. I would make this into a nice big double bedroom. I'd cut a hole through here, put a door into that shower and toilet. That's the ensuite. This is master bedroom. A lot of light, all that sort of stuff. Would be a nice master bedroom. Just walk straight in from here. Got a nice big thing. You could put a settee in the corner, walk straight through to your bathroom. So then the V-berth, I'd put a door through here, make another bathroom in this one. So then you've got a V-berth with an ensuite, and then keep that door for people, other visitors. They can still go in and use that one without going into the V-berth. And then yeah, close that door. So then you've got 2 double cabins with ensuites. Awesome. Over here where the kitchen is, clear all that out, two bunks in there. They would be nice big bunks, full-size bunks, a little bit offset, so they're staggered, you know, not one above each other, but staggered. And they would be for crew, kids, whoever. So then you got, well, you got six beds. So you come up these steps, and this area, I don't know what they would be, but that's a lot of storage, or who knows, yeah, water maker, something else in there. And then you'd put up here settee, kitchen, like one side the kitchen, the other side a big round settee with a table. And then you're sort of sitting up at this height. You can see out the windows, beautiful view. You could even sail from in here because it's only a one step. You know, bang, you're outside in the cockpit. And then you've got big storage in there, big storage all around. Like if you put a settee down here, there's huge storage in behind there. So yeah, basically it means ripping everything out that he's already half-assed finished, but it wouldn't matter because most of it's no good anyway. And then yeah, relining everything. I mean, take a look at the electricity. Sit down before you watch this. Oh, another thing I didn't tell you. Hold on, let me come and show you this one. I'll grab my headlamp again. Okay, here's the engine. That's a totally seized Perkins. It's got a V drive. So basically it's sort of facing forwards, and then the V drive takes the prop shaft out and out the back. Pretty good solution, I guess. But that engine's only a 40 horsepower. Well, it's no horsepower at all now because it's seized, but there's a spare one, actually a running one the guy's got in the garage. Exactly the same, so you could just drop that in, which would be quite handy. Well, I mean, drop it in, you know, you could do all the work, but it would just plug and play. But again, it's only 40 horsepower, and that would have been from the race boat, the race days, when they just needed to get off the dock, basically. So that's understandable, but it's not really useful for cruising. You'd want at least 85 to 100 horsepower in a boat this size, 18 ton, 54 foot. You'd want a bigger motor than that. So, you know, would that even fit in there? Would you have to raise the floor? Would you have to, yeah, who knows? That's another massive mission. You know, you're looking at 25 grand for a 100 horsepower diesel engine, new one. So my two main criteria, I would have to finish this whole thing in 1 year. I'd want to haul it out, Eli, Marie, us, live on land and get this all done in 1 year. And I want to get it done for 100,000 Australian, about 60,000 US dollars. That would be the budget. So let me know if you think that's completely ridiculous. It probably is, because everyone I've talked to says at least double your time out and at least probably double or triple your budget. It would be interesting for you guys to do this, you know, a weekly shit show update. That's what I call it. This is the situation today. Part of me really wants to do it because it would be an amazing boat. I can see it. I can really see it, like through the fog of junk. But I can see it. I can see sailing wherever we wanted. We've had a dream for many years to go to Patagonia, and this would be the right boat for that. Once it's insulated, a heating system installed, it would be the right boat for that. Anyway, I'm going to look around a little bit more. I've got another half day on the boat before I go back to Indonesia. Next week's video will be showing all this to Marie and Eli, discussing it with her, the ins and outs, and I guess making a decision on if we're going to do it or not. So stay tuned for that one, and chime in, please chime in, because, well, you guys are going to be the ones watching it if we do this project, and I guess you'll be chiming in then. But chime in and say walk away, walk away, walk away, or give me props for having to think about it. But either way, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.